Hi, this is Lisa Loves to Crochet and Knit. Today I'm going to show you how to crochet this googly-eyed 4-leaf clover and shamrock garland for St. Patrick's Day. Now you can do it without the googly eyes, and you can do it with the same color, green, and just have a 4-leaf clover in the center with the same color as a shamrock next to it. And then you can still see them, but they don't stand out as well. But there's no googly eyes on that one. I mean, so you can do without the googly eyes, or you could do it with. So let's get started. I have 2 videos I want to add that show you how to crochet a googly-eyed shamrock and a googly-eyed 4-leaf clover. For the beginning, for this video purposes, I will remake the 4-leaf clover one, not the shamrock one. You'll have to reference that video. So let's get started. You're going to need 2 different shades of green. That's my preference. You're welcome to use whatever color you have, or just the lighter one or the darker one. You choose. I am choosing both colors for my video purposes. And you're also going to need some googly eyes to put on the shamrock or the 4-leaf clover. The other things that you're going to need, let me push that out of the way, is a crochet hook. And the crochet hook size I use is a size I, a tapestry needle, and a pair of scissors. And then, of course, your yarn colors of your choosing. Light green and dark green. So we are going to do a 4-leaf clover with googly eyes. And I'm going to start with a magic loop. And I'm just going to touch base on this real quick. You're going to want to chain 4 in the magic loop. And then you're going to want to put 4 treble crochets in the magic loop for the first petal. I'm going to try to go as quick as I can because I don't want to make this a long video. So you're just going to put 4 of them in that petal, and I'll come back when I'm done with that. Okay, so I've completed my 4 treble crochet. Then I'm going to chain 4. Let me pull some more yarn here. There's my 4 chains, and I'm going to slip stitch to the beginning. Then I'm going to chain 4, 2, 3, 4, and I'm going to start the process again. I'm going to do 4 double treble crochets in the magic loop, and then I'll complete that and I'll come back. Okay, so I've completed those 4 treble crochets on this one. So I have the first petal and the second petal. Now I'm going to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm going to grab the googly eyes and place them on top of those 2 parts of the petal. And I'm going to slip stitch through the googly eyes and the magic loop. And then I'm going to chain 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then pull some more yarn here. And then I'm going to put another 4 treble crochets in this petal. Okay, so there's my 4 double treble crochets, and I'm going to chain 4. And I'm going to slip stitch to the beginning again. And then I'm going to chain 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then I'm going to single crochet in the second chain from hook. And then each chain all the way back up. So I've completed all the single crochets back up for the stem, and I'm just going to slip stitch to the beginning. And then I'm going to chain 4. This is the last petal for the 4-leaf clover. And then I'm going to do 4 treble crochets in there again. 4 double treble. So there's my 4 double treble stitches, and then I'm going to chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I'm going to slip stitch to the beginning. And then I'm going to grab that first stitch that I chained in the very beginning, and I'm just going to slip stitch through that, and then I'm going to chain 1, and then I'm going to cut my working yarn, and I'm going to weave in my ends and come back. And there's my 4-leaf clover. Now what we're going to do is we're going to start to design our garland. And so I'm not going to use all my googly eyes on the garland, but I want to have some on it. So then I need to make sure that I'm doing every other with a googly eyed. And so I have my order I want them to be in. So I'm going to do a 4-leaf clover, a shamrock on each side, and then a 4-leaf clover on the other side of them, and then a googly-eyed shamrock on the ends. And so what we're going to do is I'm going to take my dark green yarn, and I know this is getting hard to see, and I'm going to start with a magic, or a slip knot, I'm sorry, and grab my crochet hook, and I'm going to tighten on my crochet hook, and I'm going to chain 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So there's my 12, and I'm going to pull it back up, if you can see this, not twisting it, and I'm going to slip stitch in the very first stitch. And it creates this loop, and this way I have a hanging, we have hooks where I hang garlands all the time, so I automatically will put a loop so I have something to hang it from. And then I'm going to chain 20. So I'm just going to continue to chain 20. Okay, so I've chained my 20, and now I'm going to put it to my right side. And then I'm going to take the first one that I want on the end, and I'm going to grab that first top of the first double treble crochet in the top, and I'm just going to put a single crochet in it. You can do a slip stitch or single crochet, your choice is yours. And then in the next one, I'm going to put a single crochet, and then the next one. So I'm going to do 3 single crochets across there, and then I'm going to chain 20. 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so there's my 20. It's not very well to see. There's my 20 chains. And the next one I'm going to do is a 4-leaf clover with googly eyes. And this one I'm going to go into the top corner of that side, that loop petal on the right, and I'm just going to single crochet. And then I'm going to chain 4, 2, 3, 4. I got my 4, yep. And then I'm going to go in the same, that stitch right there on the other side with a single crochet. You can do slip stitches, but I'm choosing to do, I guess you could even do any other stitch you want. But then I'm going to chain 20 more. Okay, so I've got my next 20 chains, and I'm going to start with let's see if I have these in the wrong order. So I have my 3 googly-eyed 4-leaf clovers, and then I have 4 shamrocks. So I'm going to do another shamrock, and I'm going to single crochet in those 3 across the top there, and then chain my 20, and then attach my next 4-leaf clover. So I'm going to chain my 20 and then come back. Okay, so I've completed my 20. You can see them. And then I'm going to attach it to the 4-leaf clover, and I'm just going to go in that top one again. And I'm going to do it with a single crochet, and then I'm going to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then to the other top corner with a single crochet. And then I'm going to chain 20 more, and then I'm going to attach the other shamrock. So I'm going to continue to attach my stuff until I get to the end, and I'll come back. Okay, so I've completed all of them except for my last shamrock, and I've chained my 20, and then I'm just going to do 3 single crochets, 1 in each of those 3 stitches. And then I'm going to chain 20 and come back. Okay, so here's my 20, and this is my last little googly-eyed creature. I have 7 of them on here. I'll take a better picture at the end, but there is 7. 2 of them don't have any googly eyes, the shamrocks, but the rest of them do. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create my hanger at the end, and I'm going to hold my finger or even put a stitch marker in it so I know where I need to put my last stitch, and I'm going to chain 12. There's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then I slip stitch back to the beginning, and then I chain 1, and I cut my working yarn, leaving a little longer of an end, and then I pull that loop up. I know it's kind of hard to see with the dark, and then I just weave in my ends with the tapestry needle, and I just kind of zigzag it all the way around that end. Okay, so I've zigzagged or weaved it in and out all the way around in those stitches. And then, so now I'm just going to cut my working yarn. And there's my other loop. So let me get these organized so you can see them better. And there is my googly-eyed garland with shamrocks and 4-leaf clovers. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.